Good evening and welcome back to the Metro Detroit Poker Series. I am your host, Terry Prince, and beside me today is MDPS four-time champion Gary Golteri.
Hey, Terry, great to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Gary. We've got today our annual pot limit Hold'em and Omaha mixed game. This is a game that changes each blind level. It's pot limit for the entire tournament. And we had 46 total runners in this one. Top 7 make the money out of the $2,390 prize pool. Our player introductions today is one-time champion Josh Saputo, seat number 1, and seat number 2, also one-time champion that happened to be a Tournament of Champions victory, Jeff Humes. Seat number 3, a familiar name at these final tables now, 5-time victor, one-time Tournament of Champions winner Bob Williamson. Next to him in seat number 4, 3-time champion, including a Tournament of Champions, Aaron Lane. In seat number 5, we have 2-time champion Ken Moore, the official paper products supplier of the Metro Detroit Poker Series. In seat number 6, 2-time champion Dan DiBucci, our MSU superfan. In seat number 7, 1-time champion Jim Warda. Seat number 8, 3-time champion Mark Montreal. In seat number 9, your host, Terry Prince, 8-time champion and 2-time Tournament of Champions victor. And in seat number 10, 2-time champion Walt Marks, our current leader in the number of tournaments played. Gary, what do you think of this final table?
Really a tough field, Terry. Having played with all these guys for a long time, a lot of respect for all their games, and 28 victories between them, it's going to be a tough night.
Yeah, I don't look forward to playing against these guys, and I did. So here we go in our first hand at the final table. We're playing Omaha. Remember, in Omaha, you have to use 2 cards, only 2 cards, and no more or no less than 2 cards, and you'll play 3 off the board. Aaron has called the blinds with 3-3-9-6 single suited, and it folds around to Walt in the cutoff position. He looks down at King 7, 2-10, also single suited. It looks like he's going to make the call here. Kind of loose in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Thinking the same thing, Terry.
Josh folds his. Jeff makes the calls from the big blind, or small blind, double suited, King Jack 9-4. Bob checks with a pair of jacks, also single suited. We're going to see a flop here in our first hand from the final table. We get 6 deuce tray, 2 diamonds.
The A train hits the extra 3.
Yeah, he hits a set and looking pretty good here. 72%. It's checked to him. That's out for 4,000 chips.
Tough call for Walt here with only the king high.
Well, he's got
pair of deuces.
He's got the king high flush here, flush draw possibility. So I gotta think he's thinking about this one.
You're right. I missed that extra diamond.
So he's got a reasonable shot at this. It's not the nut flush draw, but second nuts. He does make the call. Gotta think Bob and Jeff are going to go away here. And they do. To the turn we go. We're going to catch another diamond. No, it's the ace of clubs.
Doesn't change anything. Walt's still looking for the diamond.
Aaron checks to him. Walt checks behind. See the river. 7 of hearts gives Walt 2 pair, but it's not good enough. Aaron's still looking down at a set of 3s.
Maybe enough, though, to keep Walt interested.
Let's see what he bets out here. 5,000 chips. That's half the pot. So you gotta think that's kind of a value bet. Walt
Looks like Walt may pay it off, though.
Yeah, and he does.
And he does.
Aaron turns over the trips. And Walt looks at the bad news. So we're underway here at the final table now. Aaron takes down this first pot. And our blinds are 8 and 1,600. Still playing Omaha. Jim looks down at a bunch of junk. under the gun.
Jim's usually pretty aggressive, but I don't think with this hand he's going to be able to get his money in.
He was thinking about it
He
for a
was
second.
thinking about it.
Now this is interesting. Mark looks down at 2277. Couple pairs.
Mark's definitely putting some chips in with that.
Yeah, he makes the call. If he hits a set here, it's pretty good shape, but he's got to. Otherwise, that hand's useless. Terry calls with King Jack 3-6 double suited. Walt and Josh fold. Jeff makes the call. Aaron looks down at a pair of 10s. Queen 8 single suited.
You know he's getting some money in with a pair of 10s.
One thing you're going to notice with these Omaha hands is we're missing quite a few of the hole cards. Some it's a little different trying to read 4 cards on these cams than 2, and we had some difficulty in some of these. So like Ken, we're missing 2 of his cards there. We're going to see this all night.
Mark hit the 2-outer he needed.
Yeah, he hit a set of deuces there, didn't he? Danny's got the nut flush draw. This ought to be interesting. Checks over to Mark. He bets the pot. Terry quickly folds. Jeff's looked down at, he's got a backdoor straight draw. I don't know, he's got a gutter.
He's out.
Yeah, folds that. It was a backdoor straight draw. The two cards. You got to remember, only 2. So, yeah. Aaron gets out of the way, Ken gets out of the way, and now it's back to Danny, and he's going to fold his nut flush draw.
I was surprised that Dan folded that. Usually he's a little bit more aggressive than that.
Well, that was a big bet from Mark, and I'm sure that's why he did it. Hits that set with the 2 diamonds out there. He's got to get that flush draw out of there. And it worked. Mark will be first to act here. The blinds have gone up to 1,000, 2,000. The game has switched back to Hold'em. He's looking down at ace-jack offsuit.
2 big cards for Mark.
Terry looks down at dime store, 5-10, folds that.
Surprised Mark only called with the ace-jack.
Yeah,
He was first to act, though.
Yeah, but that's certainly a hand you could raise with. Speaking of raises, Jeff raised with king-queen to 6,000 chips. Danny looks down at snowmen, pocket 8s.
Dan's putting them all in.
All in for a little bit less. Jim with jack queen offsuit. Can't imagine he's going to call with that. He isn't the big blind though, so he's getting in at a discount. 4,000 to call. Nope. Into the muck it goes. Now Mark has the option to call Jeff's 4,000 raise. Looks like he's going to.
Well, it's going to be tough for Dan to hold on with his all-in with the pair of 8s and a lot of overs out there.
Yeah, the last thing you want when you've got a medium pocket pair like that is multiple callers. But he was pretty much assured he was going to get them when Mark came in pre-flop, and it's only a 4,000 chip raise.
With only 5,800 chips left, he really didn't have a choice.
Nope, not at all. That was kind of a no-brainer there. So here we go. We got the overs, and right out of the get, there's the ace for Mark.
3 clubs on the board.
And Jeff hit a king as well.
Both with the flush draw. Jeff with the bigger one.
Yeah, all 3 of them have a club, but
Another club could be trouble for Mark.
it'd be trouble for all 3 of them, really. Mark goes all in, and Jeff insta-calls. So, yep, that flush draw comes, and somebody's in a world of hurt. Mark's in the lead right now.
Jeff's got the nut flush with the queen and the ace-king on the board.
He's got to avoid the club. And he doesn't.
Right away.
There it is. Put him out of his misery real quick. Everybody's drawing dead at that point. Jeff's excited. Take down that pot with the nut flush. Danny's going to go out, be our 10th place finisher. Mark doubles up Jeff.
Jeff's starting to collect chips.
When we started this table, Jim had the chip lead, 5,200 52,000 in chips. Jeff was the middle of the road with 25. Walt looks down at pocket fives and goes all in. And we got fold, fold, fold. And Ken really goes into the tank on pocket sevens.
After much debate, see what he's going to do here.
He's still thinking. Going on a minute and a half now.
He may be thinking about moving all in.
Yep, that's what he does. Everybody else. Oh,
Mark
goes
calling, going all in, ace
as
seven.
well. So we've got two players at risk here. Ken actually had them both covered.
Here's the ace for Mark.
Hits his ace right off the bat.
Mark with a 79% chance of winning this hand.
Oh, there's a set of fives.
Walt hits the two outer.
Walt hits Terry's pocket fives and makes trips on the turn.
Knocks two players out.
No, Ken had them,
Ken
had them both covered.
okay.
So he made Walt tripled up. Mark Montreal goes out in ninth place.
Mark not happy.
No, what a fortuitous hand for Walt. Blinds up again now, 1,200, 2,400. Back to Omaha we go. Bob looks down at pocket jacks with a king five. Raises to 5,000. He's single suited in hearts. Aaron folds. Ken looks down at a three and some other cards.
Looks like they're going in the muck.
Yeah, and they do. Jim with a bunch of rags in the muck. Terry looks down at ace five and a pair of fours. Not going to play them. Walt's got a rainbow straight wrap. Into the muck.
Into the muck. Ace king suited for Josh. Into the muck.
He doesn't like the 8-9 that went with him. Jeff calls with 6, 6, 4, 8, and 3 spades. So that's interesting. There we go. We're going to see the flop. Queen, 9, deuce, 2 hearts.
No spades for Jeff, no six.
But 2 hearts for Bob is looking pretty good.
Pair of jacks with the 2 hearts.
He's 96% on this. He's really way out in the lead. Makes a same size bet, 5,000. He obviously can't know that he's got such a dominating hand in this particular case. He might have checked it if he had. Let Jeff hang himself. But nope. Jeff folds.
Jeff saw enough.
Bob takes down the pot. Still at 12 and 24 in Omaha. Aaron first to act. Found a bunch of garbage. Folds all the way around to Terry with 2 jacks, 3, 7 of hearts.
What do you do with those 2 jacks, Terry?
I don't know, 3, 7 I don't like. Gotta think about this one a little bit. Later position might be worth a small raise or a fold. Opts for the fold.
Into the muck. See, my limited Omaha experience, I probably would have played the 2 jacks.
Yeah, the problem with it is you have the 3, 7 are really practically useless.
No help, right?
Yeah, so
Absolutely, that's my limited experience.
Omaha, the flops change, the nuts change on every turn of the card, so you really got to have 4 playable cards in your hand or some way to make them playable. And, the 3, 7 are too far away from the jacks.
Bob with the flush draw.
Got ace, 6, 8, 2 hearts.
2 pair and the flush draw.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong hand.
Very
for Bob.
strong.
Jeff's got a straight draw here. Gutter. 4 make a straight.
He's thinking about it.
Actually, that's open-ended.
Yeah, it's open-ended, yeah. It's open-ended.
4 or a 9.
4 or 9. Checking one more time. Make sure he has that open-ender.
You bet out the 4,000 chips, and now you got Bob thinking. I can't imagine Bob's going anywhere with 2 pair and a heart draw, although the heart draw is not very good.
Can't imagine going anywhere. Maybe even a raise.
He did raise to 19,000.
Got to believe he has the best hand.
That's a hefty raise. I seriously have to think Jeff's not going to call that.
Making it real tough on him, I'll tell you that. More than 4 times raise.
Yeah, hard to do that with just an open ender. With the 2 hearts out there too, he knows if the heart comes, he's toast. Oh, he's really thinking about it.
And thinking. And thinking.
And nobody's called clock yet.
Well,
He
moved all in.
Yep, for 19.5, and Bob insta calls. So here we go.
It's the 4 or the 9.
Gets the 9 right off the bat.
Can you believe that?
He doesn't realize it. Oh, now he does.
The call pays off.
Yeah, he didn't realize he hit the straight.
Bob's just shaking his head.
What can you do? Wow.
Well, that's a couple good hands that Jeff's caught to take down some big pots.
We've seen those cards that first come out on the flop, that ace right in the first card, and then those return cards have been brutal for some of those hands. All right, Jim looked down, a couple of 8s, throws those away, all the way around the Walt. Got pocket 10s with 2 5 suited. Nope.
Threw those in the garbage.
Jeff makes the call with 4 diamonds. 2-4 Jack 8.
It's an interesting call.
Well,
The 8 and the Jack connect.
Aaron's got 4 clubs.
Yeah, Aaron's got 4 clubs. Boltzmann playing 4 suit.
Can't. That's really hard to hit anything with.
Got them all in your hand.
Yep, exactly. King 6-4 flop gets checked around.
Bob with the set.
Another 6 on the turn gives Bob a trip 6s. He makes the bet. And he wins the pot.
Couple of folds.
Gets back some of those chips he lost to Jeff a little bit ago.
We can feel a little bit better.
Jim now looked down at 2-2-6 ace, a couple of clubs. Folds those.
Good enough.
Terry folds pocket 7s with Jack 5. Walt's got 9-8 Jack 5.
Well, a couple suited connectors.
Yeah. And that's got some room there to play with the straight and the flush draw there. Folds around to Aaron with a pair of 4s and Queen 7, couple of spades. Ken checks his big blind, and here we go to another flop. Queen 6-8. Aaron hits a pair of queens. Walt hits a pair of jacks on the turn. This could get interesting. Everybody checks. 9 of clubs. We got some straight and flush draws out there, and nobody's really hit it.
Missed everybody.
Walt goes all in with his 2 pair of jacks and 8 or jacks and 9s. He actually had 3 pair. Couldn't use them.
Good enough though.
Everybody folds. He takes down the pot.
There really hasn't been any huge monster pots yet. Gotta believe some are coming.
No, but Terry's looking down at his pocket 5s as everybody says that's his favorite hand.
Favorite hand.
And got Queen Jack to go with it. Single suited. This is playable. Makes the call. That's an early position call. I'd say probably would have raised if that was later position.
Right. With the pair and 2 playable.
It's not a super strong hand. Hard to raise with it. Jeff calls with 9-9-4-3, single suited. Aaron also calls with a rainbow set of possible straight cards. Ken, pair of 8s, king 9, couple spades. Goes all in. Over the top.
We're going to get some action here.
Jim folds his. Actions back to Terry, the original caller. Makes a quick call. 2,700 chips.
Got to play that favorite hand.
That's basically another min raise,
Yeah.
so I'd say everybody's coming along,
For
and
sure.
they do. So Ken could quadruple up here. Terry's actually got the best odds, even though he doesn't have the best hand yet. He does now. Hits that set
Hit
of 5.
the set. A favorite hand for a reason.
The 5s are magic, and he quickly goes all in. Walt hit his set of 5s earlier, and now Terry hit another one.
I don't really see anybody in position to make a call.
You know, with a rainbow flop, you think maybe you should have sat on it?
It's tough, right?
I mean, there's two straight cards, but they're really low, 3-5, so you don't figure that's too much of a problem. So I wonder if that was should have
As you
sat on
said
it a little
earlier,
bit.
everything changes so quick in this game.
That is the problem, and I'm sure that's what he was thinking. Is get it in now while the getting's good. Gets Jeff and Aaron both out of the hand. Now we're at heads up.
Looking for an 8.
Increases the odds to 87%.
No 8.
Nope.
Terry takes down the pot.
Takes Ken out in 8th place. He's our bubble boy. Goes out on the bubble. So now everybody's in the money, and we go up to the next blind level, 1,500, 3,000 blinds. Back to Hold'em. And at this point, Jeff is the chip leader with 60,000 chips. Jim in second with 47.5. And Terry's in third with 38,000.
Josh with pocket 6s.
He goes all in. He
Oh,
only had 2,500, so he did less than one big. Aaron calls with with an ace tray. Jim calls Jack 9 of clubs. Terry checks the big blind with King 10 of clubs. Got a little side pot action here. You're gonna see a 4-way flop.
Josh looking for another 6.
Jim catches a jack.
Jim catches 2 pair.
And Jack 9. Aaron's in really sad shape. Terry's got a gut shot draw. And a backdoor flush. Nope. Jim bet pot. Everybody else folded. So,
Josh looking for a 6 to stay alive.
yep. Still basically needed the same card he needed all along.
10% chance with 2 left.
Oh, there's that turn
It's
card
the 1
again.
and 10.
Wow.
Some brutal turn cards so far at this final table.
Oh man, those turn cards are just bringing up all kinds of sets and straights and whatnots.
Puts a smile on Josh's face.
Holy Toledo.
Survives.
Here we go. We're still 1,500, 3,000. Jeff looks down at Jack 8 offsuit, folds that. Bob says no way to the 8-3.
Aaron with the loose call at the 4-6.
4-6. Uh-oh. Terry looks down at Ace King suited.
Terry with the huge hand.
I don't think we're playing for blind at this point.
Definitely a raise coming. The question is how much. 9K.
Makes it 9,000 to go. 3x raise. Well, says you can have my small blind.
Can't imagine Aaron calling with 4-6.
Josh folds his cards.
He's thinking about it.
Aaron's like, what do I do? What do I do?
Probably knows he has 2 live cards. But in a lot of trouble.
But he folds.
It's a smart decision.
Terry takes it down.
I think that might have been a little acting there.
Oh, folds over to Walt, looks down at 10-8 of clubs, makes the call. Jeff with pocket sixes raises to 8,000. Aaron calls with king, queen offsuit.
Will Walt go for the ride? To 10-8 suited. $5,000 more.
Nope. Into the muck, and we have a true coin flip hand.
50-50. Those small pairs have been hot tonight.
20,000 chips in the pot, and there's a 6.
It is again.
In fact, he hit a full house.
Couldn't have asked for a better flop unless he had a
Unless he had pocket jacks. That's it. Check, check. 10 of hearts.
Jeff trying to let Aaron hang himself.
Aaron's a pretty aggressive player, so that's, well, in fact, they both are, really. So that's certainly not a bad move.
10K.
Aaron bets 10,000 chips, and Jeff's doing a little acting here.
It's making it look like it's a real difficult decision.
Does he really have pocket jacks? Jeff finally goes all in. You gotta think Aaron knows he's toast here.
I can't imagine Aaron making the call.
No, he's got nothing. He doesn't have no draw.
No.
There they go, into the muck.
Another set of little ones.
I take that back. He did the 10 of hearts was the turn card. Our graphic was wrong, but he did have a straight draw. Alrighty.
Sometimes that's enough for Aaron.
Yeah, any draw is enough for Aaron.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of chips. Josh looks down at king tray. Clubs into the muck. A7 folded by Jeff. Jack 3 by Bob.
Aaron all in.
All in now for a little over 1 blind. 5,000 chips. Ace 4. Walt makes the call from the big. Float is 5-6. Aaron's
Another race.
coin flip. There it is. Ace for Aaron. Uh-oh. Walt picked up a straight
Open-ender.
draw.
Oh!
Hits it on the river.
Runner to take Aaron down. That's tough luck for Aaron.
Runner straight for Walt. Aaron goes out in 7th place for $90. Our first casher of the night. Punches his ticket to the Tournament of Champions in April. Down to 6 players now. Still playing Hold'em. Bob looks down at King Queen. I think he's going to play that.
Bob will definitely play that. Well, Aaron left with the $90, but as you said, more importantly, that invitation to the Tournament of Champions, which everybody covets so much through the year, and getting that win takes that pressure off you.
Yep, there's only a couple, 3 events after this, and that rebuy being the last tournament of the season, where everybody really shooting for those spots into the Tournament of Champions. If you haven't gotten there already, that's always a big draw. A lot of money in that pot.
Absolutely. Always a fun night.
All right, Josh looks down at Ace Jack, goes all in for $5,500 after Bob had bet pot with his King Queen. Josh a slight favorite here. Bob with 2 live cards. Hits a king and an ace. Whoa, that's a roller coaster
And
flop
a couple
right there.
diamonds for Josh as well.
Josh looking pretty good and hangs on.
Survives again. Chip in a chair, and he's making the best of it.
Lines now up again to 2,000, 4,000. Back to Omaha. Walt looks down at King, 9 deuce double suited.
Definitely going to play that.
That's a pretty playable hand. Makes the call. Jeff is down at 7, 9, 10, queen, 3 spades. Makes the call. Bob.
Playing the connected cards and the suits there.
Bob all in with ace, jack, 3, 4. Terry with Canadian straight. 4 cards to a straight. Right in his hand. And 6, 8 of clubs.
Fortunately, you can only use 2 of them.
Yeah, but see, that's playable. That wrap there, you know, you got a lot of ways to make a straight. And that's what he's thinking about here. This is a really a playable hand. He's already in the big blind.
Makes the call.
Getting in for a discount. And go ahead and make the call. See if you get lucky with a garbage flop. Walt also calls. I can't imagine Jeff's going anywhere. Bob has an option here to quadruple up if he can improve. He's actually a slight favorite to win the hand. But Walt has the best hand at this point.
Bob looking for an ace or some hearts to survive. There's the ace right away.
Right away. Oh, king hit. Oh. King hit for set for Walt.
Set for Walt.
Terry didn't get any of his cards that he needed, really. The 1-6, that was it.
Walt moves all in.
Well, he bets pot. I don't think it had enough in there to go all in. But I'd say Jeff's got a gutter ball straight draw here. And again, thinking about it.
Is he awake there?
Yeah, he is.
Doesn't look like it. Are you sure? Oh, there he goes. All right.
Certainly likes to think about his hands.
Bob probably liked that flop when he saw it, thinking he caught his ace for a chance to survive. Unfortunately, he doesn't know Walt hit his set.
Jeff needs an 8. I mean, that's really his only... Well, no, he's got the straight, or the flush draw, too. But Walt had the better flush draw, so his flush draw isn't good. So he really needed an 8. He did finally fold, which was fortuitous on his part, because he really didn't have a good chance of winning that hand. So now Terry's thinking about it. I can't imagine he's thinking anything more here than just acting, because he's got a pair of 6s.
Got the 6s. 2 overs to his hand on the board.
Yeah.
Flush draw out there.
He does fold, but just did a little bit of advertising there. So Walt sees the...
Walt's looking for the flush.
The good news. He's got trips. Bob's in bad shape. Well, now Walt's got a full house, so Bob's in...
Quad salt in the wound with the quad kings.
Oh my goodness! Let's just add insult to injury. Walt's hand just got better on each street, and Bob goes out in 6th place. Bob had already cashed his ticket to the Tournament of Champions multiple times over already. So
very good player. Yeah. I think he's in that TOC every year.
Here we go now. We're down to 5-handed action. Still playing Omaha. Jim looks down at 5, 6, 7 jack, 3 diamonds. Terry looks down at 3, 9 jack king, 3 clubs. He's already in the small blinds. So call half price here. Walt 6, 7, 9 king, 2 spades, makes the check. We're going to see a flop.
3-way action. Terry with the best percentage going into the flop.
5, ace, 7. Walt hits a pair of 7s. Jim hits a pair of... Jim hits 2 pair.
2 pair for Jim.
No flush out there. Terry's got Gork.
We're going to see a bet from Jim here.
Bet 6,000. Terry quickly folds. Walt has a pair of 7s. He's got it's like a runner straight draw possibility. Backdoor straight. Nope.
Not enough.
Not enough. Into the book.
Good decision.
Omaha is really tough because you really got to analyze your hands on every street and see what your draws are because they constantly change. And especially if you're playing multiple types of hands. If you're looking for things like double suited hands and suited connectors and wrap draws and stuff like that, you really got to think long and hard each street because your draws change all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And for someone like me that plays almost exclusively Hold'em, to watch the dynamics of this game is much different than Hold'em.
Jim looks down at 998 Jack, couple of hearts. That's 10,500. Terry's got his pocket fives again.
Lucky fives.
Pair of hearts, Queen 10. So that's a pair and
two playable
single
hearts
gap
connected.
Single gap connector, suited connector there. So that's again a hand just like that. A lot of opportunity there. Makes quick call. Walt calls 9, 9, 10, 6.
Got the pair and some spades.
Yep, and straight possibilities. So there's a lot of options there with those cards. Josh, couple of fours and an ace and an I don't know what.
I think based on his chip stack, he may only have one move left. Let's see if he chooses to make it now.
Nope, he folds. So Terry's the favorite here with his fives. Again, Jim's got the best hand with nines. Walt also has nines, so that just took each other's outs. And that's one of the reasons why Terry's got the best hand, and he just gets improved with that five right off the bat.
Trips again and a flush draw.
Those fives are coming in like crazy. And after two checks, Terry shoves for 17,000 chips. I guess there's a reason Terry's license plate says pocket fives.
I think we know why.
Those fives have just been hitting. It looks like Jim's going to count out chips here.
I was thinking. He's putting them across the line, it looks like.
And there he goes. He puts them in the middle, and he's in a world of hurt. Only 11%. He basically got a runner straight.
I think he was counting on that heart flush draw, not knowing that Terry's got the higher one.
Yep, he's got a runner straight, which is really his only option. That or the nines are gone, so he doesn't know all of his outs are gone.
Right.
King gives him an up and down. Four of hearts gives the
There's
flush, but Terry has the better flush. So Terry more than doubles up.
Yeah, I think Jim thought he was in a lot better position with the draw than he really was, knowing what cards were already gone.
That is the other thing with Omaha is that if you don't have the nut flush draw, that's really you got to consider it's not real good. There's a lot of cards out. When you're playing, this is only five-handed now, but when you're playing at a 9 or a 10-handed table, pretty much all the cards are getting used.
True.
There's not much left in the stub by the time they're dealing out the flop. So you got to figure somebody's got you beat if you don't have the nut flush. Walt looks down at kings, 7-8.
Walt with the kings again after getting quad kings earlier.
And double suited, so that's a really strong starting hand. Just makes the call. Jeff checks his big blind, and we're going to go heads up. Seven, deuce, 10, all spades, and nobody has spades.
King's still looking good for Walt.
Jeff's only got one, so that doesn't help. Walt does bet pot. Jeff folds. Walt takes it down. Blinds are up now, 3,000, 6,000. They switch back to Hold'em. Jeff looks down at pocket threes.
Jeff likes playing those small pocket pairs, usually raising on them, and he did to 18,000.
Early position, making a statement. Jim folds. Terry looks down at 3-4. Suited, gonna fold that. Walt, king jack off.
He's thinking about it. Kings have been coming his way today.
Nope, opts not to play. Josh, king 6 of spades.
Again, I think only one move left for Josh based on his chip stack, I think. Let's see.
Yep, he does look like he's putting them in, and he does. He only had 9,500 left. Blind and a half. So he makes the call all in. 22,000 chip pot. Has a chance to win that.
Looking for the king, the 6, or some spades.
Jeff gets his rebate. And here comes our flop. Josh does have 2 overcards, so we're still in a coin flip situation here. Hits that king right away again. 3 diamonds, though. Jeff picks up a straight draw. Oh! Oh, he hits the wheel on the river.
Unbelievable.
Wow, the runner straight.
Knocks Josh out with the runner straight.
Josh goes out in 5th place for $155, and these board cards have just been running out brutally. Doesn't matter what game we're playing, Hold'em or Omaha, they're just running brutal.
Well, this could get interesting here with the kings against the jacks.
Oh, yep, look out. Walt bet pot with his jacks, and I'm sure Jeff's going to come over the top.
This might put Walt in a real tough situation if Jeff does.
Yep.
And he did.
He went all in, and Walt made the call.
Insta call. Didn't even think about it.
No. Well, there's 3 ways to play jacks.
Yeah.
They're all wrong.
This may be the wrong one.
Oh, my goodness, right out of the gate again.
And that will
Set
do
of
it
kings
for
and
Walt.
Walt drawing dead on the turn. Wow.
Jeff with the big pot there.
Yeah, takes Walt out. Ouch.
Those jacks, kiss of death.
We've seen that all night long, that very first card off the deck, just putting nails in coffins. And if it wasn't that one, it was the turn card.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here we are now, we're down to 3-handed action. Jeff looks down at Queen 8 of clubs, makes the call. Jim at Queen 7, offsuit. We're down 3-way action.
Reaching for chips.
Hands get a lot looser at this point.
Wow. Calling with the Queen 7.
Terry checks the 8-3. Hits at 8 right off the bat.
8 for Terry, but Jeff's got an 8 with the Queen.
Yep, and that's 8-6-9.
Open ender for Jim.
And Jim bets pot with it. Terry looks down at his middle pair. No kicker. Says,
No
these are
thanks.
no good.
Jeff with a lot of chips.
Middle pair with a better kicker. Does a little bit of advertising, but says, do you want to call?
He's trying to get a reaction out of Jim.
Waiting and waiting and waiting.
Wearing the color off those cards on the table.
Gonna have to charge him for a new deck.
They have a faded Queen and 8 of clubs.
He's really going into the tank on this one. I don't know if he's just advertising or if he's just acting here, or if he's really seriously
I mean, with
thinking he might
that
have a best
board,
hand.
really not a tough decision to throw him away.
Nope, and Jim does show his straight draw. Flips over the Queen 7.
Well, sometimes all you need to do to win is bet.
Yep. Well, the 8s were the best hand, but wasn't necessarily likely to stay that way. Terry folds San Francisco waiter, Queen with a tray.
That's a new one on you, Terry. I like that.
Jeff looks down at Jack 8. Bets pot. Jim shoves with Ace-6. Our graphic got away from us a little bit there. Folded it up some more.
Jeff with a lot of chips.
Makes the call.
2 live cards.
Jim's a slight favorite here.
So there's the 6 for Jim.
Caught a pair.
4, 5, 6. So 7. Jeff can take it home.
Yep, King.
Not this time.
No help. Does not catch the gutter ball.
You half expected Jeff to catch a 7 there the way things were running tonight.
Yes, I did. Really, I did indeed. Jeff will be first to act when lines have gone up to 5 and 10,000, and we're back to Omaha. Folds that. Jim looks down at King 5-6-6 single suited, makes the call. Terry with a pair of queens, ace 4, a couple of diamonds. Looks like a raise coming. Raises to 25,000. It's 15,000 chip raise.
Looks like Jim's going to come along for the ride.
And he does. Puts 15,000 in the middle. We're going to see a flop. 60,000 chips into pot. Jack, tray 10. 2 clubs.
Really no help for anyone.
Nope. Terry picked up a gutter ball straight
draw. Ball straight out to king.
But, no real help to Jim. Jim checks.
Looks like Terry's feeling those queens are boss. Counting out some chips.
Goes all in. You're going to have to pay if you want to play.
Putting the pressure on Jim. Jim's going to throw him away.
Yep, Jim balks. Made a quick move to his chips and said, nope. Terry takes down that 60,000 chip pot.
How about a thank you to Mark Urich there for dealing for the night, keeping the game organized. It's great for Mark to do that.
Yep, Mark likes to do that when he makes it this late and doesn't keep playing, so we do appreciate the help. Makes the game go a lot smoother.
Set of 3s right away for Jim.
Jeff's got straight draws.
Jeff has a straight. He has a
Yeah.
straight. He gets set into a straight. Higher straight. Need to hit the board, pair the board. No.
Jim was all in and all out.
Jim with the set in the window and out with the flop straight by Jeff. Jeff's been on fire with some of the cards he's been catching tonight.
We are Jim's out in third place, $315 for the effort, and now we're down to heads up between Terry and Jeff. Jeff looks down at 3, 6, 8, 9, a couple of spades. Bets pot. Terry looks down at a straight flush. 3, 4, 5, 6 of diamonds. Not a very good hand, but he doesn't have a great stack, so he says, let's play this and see if I can get lucky.
Let's see if he can hang on.
8, 9, 10.
2 pair for Jeff.
Queen. A 7 will give Terry a straight regardless, but no such luck. Out we go. Terry, our second place finisher, $480. Jeff Humes, today's champion. First place with a bounty, $836.
Congratulations to Jeff. Had a lot of big hands. Nice tournament.
All right, for Gary Gilteri, I'm Terry Prince. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.